Hello and welcome everyone. Today is day 2 of the tense. We know that we are doing the tense exercise as well as complete discussion on tense, as many of you have a lot of doubt in tenses. So without any delay, let's begin with the topic of day 2. If you haven't followed day 1, I will attach the link somewhere on top. Do follow it. It is divided into present, past and future tense. Today is day 2. That means we are going to do past tense. All the different types of past tense along with the exercises on it. And this is basics. We are going to move into the advanced tense form soon after this topic. So today we are going to do tense, day 2 of tense, which is past tense. We are going to discuss the exercises as well as first learn what are the different types of tenses. Past tense. So we have already done the day 1 part of it. You can follow the link which is given there. Okay, so let's begin. First see this page. If you have those who have followed my last video already have seen this page. This is something which is a continuation. So first let us begin with time. See time. Time meaning verb is something which denotes some action. When that action is done, that talks about the time, and that is our tense. So there are 3 parts. One is the present tense, one is the past tense, another one is the future tense. So present tense we have already done. Past tense we are going to do today. Okay, so let's begin the first page of it. See, the past form, just like the present, has 4 parts. One is the simple past, one is the past continuous, one is the past perfect, one is the past perfect continuous. So 4 kinds, just like same as past, present, future, all have the same kinds. So one at a time we will see what these are and why these are different from the others. Why do we suddenly require a past perfect form when simple past is already there? Let's see. 4th slide. Simple past tense. See, I have written the formula for you also. If you require the formula, if you want to prepare like that, you can go about it. I have a formula also for you. See, subject plus verb plus past plus verb 2. V2 means the second form of the verb. Just like in the last class I told you, verbs first form, verb second form, verb third form. Sing, sang, sung. Participle form is the third one. So same way here we will use the second form of the verb. That means if I have to write in simple past tense, I will just write sang. I sang the song. So example, I drove a car for the first time. Drove is the word over here. I drank tea. So drank is the past form of the verb. Now when do we use simple past tense? When it is a completed action. I am just trying to point out that this action was done in some time in the past. Time. More past, less past, earlier than the last past form, not like that. Anytime in the past I did it. There we will use simple past form. Here I have written the verbs first form, verbs second form, verbs third form. So here you can follow this and understand what I am talking about. Eat, ate, eaten. So every time in the simple past tense we are going to use this one. Okay, the second form. Ate, spoke, gave, went. Okay. Next we'll move to the second page, which is past continuous tense. Same way we have the formula, we have the subject. If for example I write she, then was or where we will use was is for singular, were is for plural as you already know, plus verb plus ing. Ing we of course will have to use because it is a continuous tense. Now when do we suddenly write past continuous tense? When we see that the action is being done on a for some time in the past. See this girl, she is running. We cannot say over here she ran because she is still doing it according to the picture. So we will have to write she was running, right? Or I were running, they were finishing, something like that. Ing must be there. If it is plural, we will write were. If it is singular, we will write was for the helping verb. And why do we use it? To point out some ongoing actions of the past. Something which is done in the past, but for a period of time it was being done. So it is past continuous tense. You can follow these two. I, he, she, it. For these singular person, for the first person and the third person we will use was. Third person singular we are going to use was. And for first person plural and third person plural and second person we are going to use were. Okay. I hope past continuous tense is crystal clear. Let's move to past perfect tense. I understand that simple past tense and past continuous tense was never a problem for you, right? Only problem is with past perfect tense. Why do we suddenly require past perfect tense? First listen to me. See, if in the past I have to point out two actions. Maybe you are asked to write a letter about your visit to some hill station. Okay. So there, when you are writing the paragraph, you have to point out that tickets were booked, then you visited that place. So you are writing all about the past only. You have already visited the hill station, you have already come back to your place. Now you are writing. So everything जो भी हुआ वो past में हो गया सब. अब वहाँ पे अगर ऐसे पॉइंट करना हो कि कौन सा काम पहले हुआ कौन सा बाद में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई फर्स्ट बुक द टिकट्स देन ओनली तो आई विजिटेड द प्लेस. ऐसे कैसे कि टिकट्स नहीं है फिर भी हम वहां पे जाके घूम के आ गए, ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता. सो हाउ टू पॉइंट दैट वन आउट कि विच वन वाज डन अर्लियर, विच वाज डन लेटर इन द पास्ट. सो PP past perfect, double P means more past, single P simple past means less past. So if I have to point out that I booked tickets earlier, then I visited the place. So how will I write? I had booked the tickets and visited the place. Understood? So booking tickets was done earlier, so we will use had. Had means past perfect helping verb. Okay? So subject plus, as I told you, had is the helping verb over here. Then the verb's past participle form, V3. Sing, sang, sung, that's sung word. In case of two past actions, past perfect helps to indicate the one that happened first. Which one was done earlier? That we can point out using past perfect. Just like that we will not use. Only when there are two actions and we have to point out that this one was done earlier than that, we will use past perfect. So when I reached the station, the train had left. So कौन सा काम पहले हुआ? पहले ट्रेन छूट गया मेरा. फिर I reached the station. When I came, I saw the train had already gone. Okay. I hope past perfect tense is also crystal clear. Let's move to past perfect continuous tense, the last one from past form. So past perfect continuous tense, now again we have to understand a little bit. See, past perfect continuous means it started in the past, continued for some time in the past and ended in the past. Maybe I was sleeping in the past, I slept for 4 hours and then I woke up. So that action of sleeping was over in the past only. It continued for a stretch of time in the past. Understood? How will I write? I had been listening to KK's song last year or last week. Understood? I had been listening to music when Hari came. The field was wet as it had been raining. Why I am writing had been raining? Because I have already pointed out that it is wet. It was wet in the past. That means before being wet, it had been raining for some time, for a stretch of time. That will make it past perfect continuous. So subject plus had, of course, no alternative. First person हो, second person हो, third person हो, जो भी हुआ सब में एक ही helping verb होगा, वो है had. So subject plus had plus been plus verb plus ing हो गया. Past perfect continuous also done. Simple past, just sometime in the past कभी हुआ था, that will become simple past. Past continuous means past में हुआ था, एक time stretch में continuous हो रहा था. जैसे running, कभी run कर रहे थे हम road पे, तो continuous, past continuous. Past perfect means if there are two past and one of those actions was done earlier, that will make it past perfect. Had. Past perfect continuous, past में शुरू हुआ था, थोड़ा टाइम के लिए कंटिन्यू हुआ, फिर खत्म भी past में हो गया. That is past perfect continuous. I hope 4 of these are clear. Let's see. Now this is testing time. Let's see how much we have clarified. When I reached her house, this is the hint. Reached meaning done in the past. Now when I reached, I saw she was not there. That means she left earlier than when I reached, right? पहले she left, then I reached. So that is more past. So she had already left. Past perfect. He dashed for the test last night. Last night he was studying. So he was studying. For continuous action was studying. I dashed come home from office at midnight yesterday. So I came home, simple past. Okay. It is not that I was coming. That action is not mentioned over here. I just came home. So came home from office at midnight yesterday. They dashed to go to Goa during their summer break. They planned to go to Goa during their summer break, simple past, because no other action, no other verb is given that denotes that आगे हुआ कि बाद में हुआ कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So simple past. She dashed that the earth revolves around the sun. Simply, she said. Because earth revolves around the sun is a habitual thing. She said sometime in the past. No proper time is mentioned. Ki she said and then I understood, nothing like that. One word, so simple past. Okay. So all five, I think most of you have done it clearly, very easily, and we are doing simple ones. I know every board requires it, every standard requires tense because it is very important and we tend to make mistakes. So let us make our concept clear and then we will move into further exercises both for CBSE, ICSE, ISC for all boards. Okay. So that's all. I hope you will subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get updates about my video and get the day 3 of this tense also. That's all. I hope to meet you in my next video. Thank you so much and don't forget to subscribe. Yes. Bye bye.